Talk to me about some tort reform bills that you're thinking about maybe coming up in this session.
Well, we've got a tort reform bill that actually has two components to it. One is the empty chair defense, is what it's called. Basically what it is, if you get sued, say a car accident, and you're 10% liable for the accident. You're 10% at fault, you didn't do something quite right, but the car that caused it is 80% at fault. The trouble is that person had a $20,000 insurance policy. What the plaintiffs are doing is they settle with that individual out of court. They settle it to the maximum of the insurance policy. When the lawsuit is filed, that person is not a part of the lawsuit, even though they're responsible for 80% of that responsibility for the wreck.
It could be that they don't have a lot of money and the person with 10% does have money. Right?
You're a trucking company, your truck was somehow, the logs weren't right in the whatever, so 10% responsible. And maybe the state's in there because they hit a guardrail and the guardrail didn't hold up as well as we thought it would. So the state's 10% liable. Well, the way our statutes are written, the two parties that are 10% each bear the 100% responsibility. They're going to pay the whole thing. And there's no concern, the fact that they were only 10% liable, they're going to be paying 100%. And we do have a thing in our statutes, whereas if you're found over 50% liable, then you're liable for the whole thing.
And the rationale would be they have money, so you sue the people with money. And even if you're 99% liable, if you don't have money, you don't sue poor people, right?
That's exactly right. And the argument is, well, gee, the poor innocent victim. But the whole thing with justice is there's a fairness component to it. If you're 10% liable, should you be paying 100% or 90% of the cost? There's a fairness, not only a fairness to the person who was not at fault that was injured in it, but a fairness to all the other people. They're citizens too. They're people in our, they're corporations and people, the drivers. It's not fair that we allow that type of scenario where they intentionally, the person who's at fault is not even a part of the trial. Well, what this does is it allows that you have to plead it ahead of time. It allows to come to the jury that, no, wait, these people were 80% responsible. Here's the evidence, they're 80% responsible, and that can be taken into account in their verdict on